Hi guys, welcome to the session on an Academy Catalyst. I'm Arun Sharma and I'm taking the session with you where I'm talking about I'm Ahmedabad, I'm Bangalore and I'm Calcutta. Something that a lot of people keep asking me about, how do we get to these institutes, what are the courses that are available at these institutes, etc. And this is, basically we're looking at how to get admission in the best IIMs. What is the process of getting admission? What are the courses available, which you can apply, etc. A lot of times I've seen that people are not even aware of alternate courses that are available at the IIMs, which you can do if you're not doing it for the sake of the best. Or for the sake of replacing it with an MBA, but at least interim, it could work as an interim uh, career development course, or it can also work as a profile development course for you. So there are a lot of options available from the IIMs. Specifically, the focus in this session is about the big three. I'm Ahmedabad and I'm Bangalore and I'm Calcutta. As you know, I'm Calcutta was the first IIM in India. It started in the 1960s, and immediately after that, very soon after that, IIM Ahmedabad started. Whereas IIM Bangalore started around 10 years after that, but it's kind of caught up with Ahmedabad and Bangalore and Calcutta in terms of its reputation. And of course, I'm a proud alumnus of IIM Bangalore, so I can definitely tell you about how to get in. But before we go there, a very exciting piece of information for all of you, a very exciting piece of giveaway actually from an academy side. The giveaway is an Amazon Eco Dot, and how do you participate and win? So there will be a question at the end of the session, which I'll take. So you'll have to correctly answer the question asked at the end of this session, and similar other sessions that will be eligible on YouTube sessions. And the users with the most correct answers on the eligible YouTube sessions wins the Amazon Eco Dot. So you need to check the description for more details. So not only is your participation now uh, rewarding in terms of giving you rewards for with respect to the knowledge, but your time spent on this channel will also has the potential for you to actually get these free giveaways. So I'll come to the question towards the end of the session. But before that, a few other things. The Unacademy Combat is a weekly scholarship test for CAT aspirants. It happens every Sunday at 12 p.m. And you can use my promo code. My promo code is Sharma Cat Live, as you can see on the screen. That is my promo code on which you can use to actually uh, participate in the Unacademy combat. And how you need to participate is you first need to scan the given uh, code that you can see, the QR code that you can see on the screen. You'll have to scan it, and then it'll ask you to add after registering for the test. It'll ask you to add a code to enroll for the test. So that code you can put in my code Sharma Cat Life for accessing these sessions. And the other thing is on Academy app pay, there's the Ask a Doubt feature which you can use for your doubts. You can go on the app, ask a doubt on the screen, click on that, and then take a picture or choose from the gallery on the screen. And once you get that, either you have the question already on a gallery, or you can take a picture then and there, and then crop the picture. Step 3, and step 4, you'll have to select the subject to which the picture belongs before you send it out. Right? This is the second promotion. There are 4 5 promotions, a couple of more promotions that I want to do before I get into the main topic. The next one is the CAT Iconic one-to-one live mentorship program. You get mentored by top graduates from top B schools. You get to speak to the mentor directly. You get to clear it out. You get to discuss concepts. You get to discuss exam strategy. You get to build a customized study plan, and you can book slots as per your convenience. And we have had a lot of successes at an academy. And these are the upcoming courses with the faculty names that are coming up on the app on an Academy Plus. So 10th July there's a revisor batch 1 for CAT 21. 14th July that CAT specialist crash batch for CAT 21, and 17th July there's a refresher batch 2 for CAT 21. And the faculty names you can read. They are listed along with the courses. etc. And ठीक है, I'll come back to the promotions. A couple of more promotions to be done. I'll come back to them a little bit later. But right now, I want to get straight to the topic actually, and uh, the topic we are looking at essentially is how do you get to Ahmedabad or Bangalore or Calcutta. And being a teacher, for me, the most important software always is a whiteboard or a blackboard. So when you're targeting IMA, IMB, IMC, the first thing you of course need to know is, I mean, a lot of people have this question with me ki, what if I mean, do I have a chance at this? I've got this profile, do I have a chance with this, etc. So I wanted to answer that question also. Ki we'll look at at the selection criteria of each of these institutes and try to see uh, what what you require to get through to each of them in this lesson. But as you know, I mean, what my general advice to you about this, my general advice to you about this is very simple, that you have a certain profile and a certain biodata which is part of your past. So you can't do anything about it, right? You can't do anything about what has happened in the past. So what you should focus on is to actually build your future outcomes, and what you can actually focus on is your next 6 to 12 to 18, depending on what CAT you're giving, whether you're giving the CAT 21 or you're giving CAT 22, or some of you might even be looking at CAT 23 onwards. So whatever time frame you've got, you define that, you understand that time frame, and based on that time frame, you then try to create. I mean, whatever's gone is gone. You can't change it. There might be some good things here. There might be some very poor things there. So there might be a lot of red marks inside your last inside your previous profile. There will, I mean, no matter uh, how much you put yourself down, there might be a few greens also there, things that you have done which you might not have recognized, but you if you present it properly, it'll come up well in an interview situation. But of course, you get to an interview only if you qualify the cutoffs and the stringent selection criteria of these AMs, and of course the top people all apply to them. So it becomes a little bit more difficult to get to AM ABC than getting to, let's say, IML or IK, or even to the other lower IMs like the new IMs and the baby AMs as they are called, or even getting to other top B schools. But general focus that you have to do when you prepare, your focus has to be on this, not on this. You have to plan how you'll manage it. Definitely, you should think about it. But I don't think there's any point getting overly worried about it, because see, I always tell people कि कोई copyright नहीं है. किस चीज़ का copyright नहीं है? Future success का. Future success का. IM ABC वाले लोगों के पास कोई copyright नहीं है. And this is not, see, the IM entrance exams and the MBA scenario is not like your IAS scenario. IAS scenario में क्या होता है, UPSC and IAS या even banking scenario, suppose तुमने दो बैंक का एंट्रेंस एग्जाम दिया, बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा और स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया, तो स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया में तुम्हारा नहीं हुआ और बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा हो गया, तो तुम जिंदगी भर बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा में ही रहोगे, right, as a bank PO. You will not have cross mobility into other banks, etc. So this is not the case in MBA. MBA में क्या है कि MBA career will actually open up. What it does is, an MBA career, what it does, it opens up your horizons completely. It opens up your horizons completely to any kind of career. You are no longer stuck into one groove or one kind of industry also. So you can actually expand. Once you do an MBA, you can expand get into any industry, and once you enter industry, वहाँ पे तुम्हारा the body of work you do is going to be critical. So when you are trying to enter the B school, I always tell people who care to ask me, and all my sessions and my lectures, what I tell people is that your focus should be on doing the best, or making sure that you fully control the controllables. You cannot you cannot control the non-controllables. You have to control the controllables. Focus on the controllables, live with the non-controllables, find a strategy of how you will work with that, and that should be enough. Okay, if you have a 68% in 10th and a 75 in 12th, so be it. What can you do about it? You can't this thing. Of course, Ahmedabad will not take you then, but then, as I said, MBA is not. I mean, it's not a copyright on these three top institutions, right? So while you are preparing, of course, you are trying to get to the best, but who says that you get a college which is in the 90 to 95 percentile band, and you're going to be below all these people who went to Ahmedabad that year in your career? You can of course overcome all of them through a sterling and an amazing career. So that's why the first point I wanted to make was your focus of preparation has to be here. So what are your controllables as you prepare? What are your controllables? You have 3 4 controllables that can directly impact your admission chances. One controllable is if you are doing any course or you are continuing your education right now. So one controllable is your graduation marks. One controllable is your graduation marks. So that's something which is a huge which will create a huge impact on your possibilities of getting through into top B schools, because in your academic criteria most B schools look at 10th, 12th and graduation. So even if you have very poor 10th and 12th which you can't do much about, you can definitely work on your graduation. That is a big will give you a big plus point. So even if you're losing some marks here, as far as you're not disqualified because of your 10th, 12th scores, even if you're losing some marks here, you're below the average competition here. Scoring higher marks in your graduation can never hurt you. That's the first controllable. So if you are preparing for CAT and you are in your first year or second year, or maybe 1 or 2 semesters left, you just entered the third year after finishing second year, your first focus has to be on improving your graduation marks. And when I talk about improving your graduation marks, don't think about it that way that you got a GPA of 6.8, इसको 6.9 बना देते हैं अगले सेमेस्टर में. Think big. छोटा मत सोचो. Think big. तो 6.8 GPA आ रहा है, अगले सेमेस्टर में 9.5 का टारगेट करो और उसके लिए काम करो. 9.5 नहीं आएगा, 9 आएगा, 8.5 आएगा, तो भी there is a quantum jump in your profile. And this, I mean, there are two parts of why you do this. This creates a quantum shift of your profile, and there are two reasons why you do this. The first reason why you do this is when you enter the IIMs, when you go to the IIMs, or when you go to the IIM interviews, and I can vouch for this because I've been on the interview panel of a lot of top B schools. So when you go to these interviews, one of the things that they assess, they are of course assessing your future potential. One of the things they do assess very carefully is how well will you do in your academics. When you are at IIMs, how well will you do at your academics when you are at IIMs? So if we take you in, when and if we take you in, you are supposed to do the course. You are coming here there for a course. So how will you perform? So the biggest problem I've seen, IIM profs, a lot of the IIM profs are my friends, and a lot of them are batchmates. A lot of them are juniors also. I have my juniors or people whom I've mentored. They're now teaching at IIMs also. So when I talk to them, or when I come across them, what I see, one thing which is very very critical, and typically interview panels, the interview panel that you will face, the interview panel you will face when you are giving the interviews for the IIMs will typically consist of either one guy from academics, which who will be a professor at the college, and uh, one academic guy and one industrial guy. So the industrial guy, the guy from industry, will typically be a pass out of that institute, or you have a this is more common, two academic people, two professors from the college, and one industry person. And again, the industry person is normally always a person who's coming from who's one of the pass outs of that institute. So one academic guy and one industry professional, or two academic guy and one industry professional. This is what would lead to would be an interview panel. And inside this interview panel, obviously the professors have a greater weightage because they are with the institute and they have come with the whole backing of the institute. And even if it's one academic guy and one industrialist, the professors has the veto power, so to say. So if there's a difference of opinion between the industry guy and the academic guy about a person, the academic guy will win over. And of course, in a panel like this, the dominance is the acad panel. The industry guy is kind of shouted out. His share of voice is also low. His share of votes is also low in the this thing. So these people are very very conscious about this question. They are very very this thing about this question. Have had people being asked in interviews. You got to, I mean, once you, even if you clear the IIM, the basic cutoffs to get to a to get to an interview of a top B school, and you have a academic like 68, 62, and 71 or 65. If this is your academic structure, then I'm assuming 65 is not a topper of your college, it's a mediocre percentage in your college. Of course, some colleges don't give much, so you will have to adjust your. I mean, you're not been the top 30% of any of your any of your three major academic degrees. So then the major question that comes, I've had people coming up and asking, you did great, very good at CAT, you got a 99.8 percentile in CAT, but your academics do not show reflect that. So should I take a risk with you? This has been openly asked in interviews. Should I take a risk with you because we are not sure how well you will be able to adjust to the academic rigor and curriculum. And for the academic guys, it's very important. So not only do you have to face this academic question in your interviews, in your selection criteria, you also going to be, even if you get through that selection criteria, at this point there is this thing, which is why your graduation marks, which are in your control, typically for most people who start thinking about CAT, if a 68, 62 is followed by an 85 rather than a 65, then this question is answered automatically. They are not going to ask you this question because they'll know. They'll just ask you why you did not do well here. But they'll respect the fact that you have scored well in your graduation, which means that you have the capacity or demonstrated capacity uh, to get high scores in an academic program, and hence the question about ki, what will you do in a course where academic rigor is not there, वो खत्म हो जाएगा. Those of you who already passed out of graduation, do consider picking up another degree, or picking up another post graduation course where you do well. So something like that तुम कर सकते हो. Either do a graduation in some other subject कर सकते हो. You can do a, even if you're working, you can pick up if you are desperate about it. You can do pick up because you want to have demonstrated this your excellence at academics before you go to the interview panel. You should try to do it. राइट. सो अगर अगर उतना ही है कि आई एम अहमदाबाद बेंगलोर कैलकाटा ही जाना है और किसी तरह से इंटरव्यू क्राइटेरिया से स्क्रिप्ट थ्रू कर लूँगा, तो ये वाला क्वेश्चन के लिए तैयार रहना. द सेकंड कंट्रोलेबल यू हैव इज योर कैट स्कोर, बिगेस्ट कंट्रोलेबल, and also the biggest factor, as I'll show you, for all these colleges. And the third controllable you have. So the focus has to be on CAT score. and raising and increasing your CAT score as much as possible. So if you are, I mean, suppose there's a college like IIM Calcutta has around 40 marks on this, and let's say you're getting 28 on these three, 28 on these three, and this 28 is against somebody who's done well all across, and he's getting 35. So you're down by 7 marks. You got no work X. You're down by 2-3 marks there, or maybe five points on somebody who's got a decent amount of work X, 2 years work X. So you're down by around 7 marks here and 5 marks there. You're down by 12 marks on just on academics and uh, work X. To CAT score at IIM Calcutta, for example, is 56% of the weightage for shortlisting. तो कैट स्कोर में अगर तुम 40 ला रहे हो versus somebody else is getting 25, you are beating this guy. If this guy is scoring 25 in CAT score and you are scoring 40 in CAT score, so you are overcoming all these negatives that you have against that person. So this is the biggest controllable. This is also controllable if you can control your graduation marks. एटलीस्ट जो 15 मार्क्स ग्रेजुएशन पे होते हैं उसमें अच्छे मार्क्स आ जाएंगे तुम्हारे, तो ये गैप कम हो जाएगा. और ऑफ कोर्स एन आई सेड इंटरव्यू पैनल में भी तुमको demonstrated excellence रहेगा तुम्हारा in your academics, so that will help you. The third aspect will be grad marks, grad scores. The third aspect would be or the third controllable would be what you do for your profile building. Now please understand, profile building outside your grad marks and outside adding WorkX to you, WorkX plus graduation marks, these two go into the weightages of selection of shortlisting. But other profile building that you do is being done to improve your chances at your interviews. Now, why you should do this? अगर ये इसमें directly नहीं affect कर रहा है, the answer to that is no matter where you go and what you do, no matter where you go and what you do, you will realize that, and no matter what level you are at and what you do in the CAT, you will realize that there will be a spectrum of B school calls once you decide to take admission in B school. In the Indian context, there will be a spectrum of B school calls with the top B school and the bottom B school. These will be the spectrum of calls that you will have. And no matter what level you are at, if you are 99.9 percentiler, your top B school might be IIM Ahmedabad, IIM Calcutta, IIM ABC, and your bottom B school might be an MDI. If you are 97 percentiler, your top B school might be a MDI, and a bottom B school might be a TAPME. So there will be a spectrum of calls, a spectrum on which your interviews will hinge. So, given the fact that you're going to have so many interview calls going over the year, you want to get to the best place, right? You want to convert your best call. So if you convert your best call and at the best institute, you at that institute you are amongst the higher academic performers, and then at that place you are amongst the people who crack the top interviews. The spiral you catch will be much better than if you are only able to convert your bottom calls and then you don't perform well at your B school, and then you don't perform well at your group discussion interview stage after your B school. So there's a huge difference. ये गैप अगर 5 पॉइंट गैप है तो ये 25 पॉइंट गैप हो जाएगा between, for the same two people who have got the same calls, but somebody is converting a top B school and then using the opportunity to do well at that B school and using the opportunity to do well at the placement process of that B school. So ये 25 point gap हो जाएगा between two people who get the same kind of percentile and convert this and convert this and convert this. So 3 controllables there are that you have, as you can think. apart from the CAT score, and the next controllable is converting your top interview call. This is another controllable, and as you finish off your GDP, your B school, your academic performance is another controllable. Academic performance in the B school is another controllable that you have. So my advice always is, don't focus on the non-controllables, focus on the controllables going forward. And there are a lot of things that you can do that can make a huge difference to where you will be in 10 years time, 15 years time. So जहाँ से जो बोलते हैं ना हिंदी में कि जहाँ सुबह हुई आई मीन जहाँ से आदमी शुरू करता है वहीं पे सुबह होती है, राइट. सो योर सुबह योर मॉर्निंग शुड स्टार्ट फ्रॉम टुडे, फ्रॉम दिस डे ऑनवर्ड्स, राइट. सो ये हो गया बेसिक प्रोफाइल. सो प्रोफाइल बिल्डिंग के लिए क्या कर सकते हो तुम लोग? प्रोफाइल बिल्डिंग के लिए यू कैन डू 3-4 थिंग्स. प्रोफाइल बिल्डिंग के लिए ऑफ कोर्स द फर्स्ट थिंग इज वर्कएक्स. Adding workx to your, specifically if you are out of college, then adding workx is one of the best ways to build profile. But apart from that, apart from adding workx, you can also focus on the knowledge reading courses loop. Now, what do I mean by that? What do I mean by the knowledge knowledge reading courses loop? So the knowledge reading courses loop is essentially where you pick up areas. What you should do is, I mean, see, why this is very critical for CAT preparation and B school preparation is because the reading you anyway have to do. Increasing of your reading and doing a lot of reading, you anyway have to do for your verbal ability and reading comprehension preparation. So if you can correlate your profile building along with the verbal ability preparation, there's nothing like it. So when you look at this point, the knowledge reading courses loop point. So what I suggest to people is you pick up a couple of courses. Pick up a couple of courses that you want to do, or rather than the courses, pick up a couple of subjects. Identify 2 subjects that you want to specialize in. Suppose you want to specialize in philosophy and you want to specialize, for some reason you want to specialize in digital marketing. You want to specialize in these 2 things. To pick up courses, start building knowledge around those. And how you'll start building knowledge? You'll start building knowledge by doing extensive reading on these areas. So this reading is a little bit different from your reading of what you do for your VRC, because this reading you will try to be more extensive than that, and you will try to be deeper than that in this. And when you talk about the courses loop, you also, apart from the reading, you also add a few courses. And courses ke liye you can go to websites like edX, Coursera, Udemy. There's so many. Stanford Online. You can go to so many places and you can do courses from there, which will add to your profile and your knowledge on this area. But the primary reason why you're doing all this should be to gain knowledge in at least a couple of subjects. So what this shows the interviewer, as I said, this will not add to your marks in your selection process, in your shortlisting process. There's no addition of marks because of this, but it has a great impact on a interviewer if you can actually present that I've been reading up about or I've been passionate about a couple of subjects. It also shows him the answer to the question कि दिस गाय हैज़ पैशन, तो जब आएगा IIM में तो अच्छे से पढ़ेगा और ये मेरा कोर्स अच्छे से करेगा. Professors will always have that mindset. ठीक है. So this is what you can do for your this thing. Internships, typically you can do internships as far as they are college requirement, but otherwise internships typically are a waste of time. You should not spend too much time. Specifically, I've seen आजकल तो ठीक है कोविड टाइम में you're getting internships which are home based, work from home based, but they will also require you to work 3-4 hours, which during a summer vacation, which is the most critical part of your preparation time, you really don't want to spend time on that. So avoid them as much as possible because they don't add much value. जितना टाइम उसमें लगेगा उससे ज़्यादा वैल्यू तुमको इसमें मिलेगा अगर ये कर लेते हो. Right? So this is about it with respect to the basic premises. So let me now get to some. I've opened some web pages for you, and these are the admission criteria details for various IIMs. So my favorite IIM of course is IIM Bangalore. तो उसका बात करते हैं पहले. तो IIM Bangalore क्या करता है? फर्स्ट फेज में it looks for this information. Are you so CAT 21 हो जाएगा यहाँ पे तुम लोग का. So CAT 21 में तुमको if you belong to the general category, do you have 80 percentile in section 1 VRC, 75 percentile in section 2 and 75 percentile in section 3, and do you have an aggregate 85 percentile? ये चार बेसिक पॉइंट्स. अगर इससे कम आएगा you get a 79.79 percentile, you're out. ठीक है. सो ये फर्स्ट लिस्ट बनता है. और ये एक अच्छा बात करता है कि once your first list is made, once you qualify on table 1, your percentage score in your 10th and 12th board exam are adjusted by dividing each such score by the 90th percentile score obtained in that board. मतलब सपोज तुमने बिहार बोर्ड से या यूपी बोर्ड से ट्वेल्थ किया है, 10th और 12th किया है, तो वो यूपी बोर्ड का 82% परसेंटेज और CBSE का 96 परसेंटेज को इक्वली कंपेयर नहीं करेंगे. वो क्या देखेंगे कि टॉप 10% पीपल कितना स्कोर करते हैं यूपी बोर्ड में. अगर यूपी बोर्ड का टॉप 10% 76 है मान लो फॉर एग्जाम्पल, और CBSE बोर्ड का 95% है, टॉप CBSE बोर्ड का 95% है, लेट्स से टॉप 10% स्कोर. दैट मीन्स अगर 5 लाख लोग ने CBSE बोर्ड दिया, उसमें से 50,000 रैंक 95% पे आ रहा है, और यूपी बोर्ड में वही 2 लाख लोग ने यूपी बोर्ड का एग्ज़ाम दिया 12th का, उसमें 90 परसेंटाइल जो टॉप 10% लोग हैं, 10% टॉप 10% पीपल हैव स्कोर्ड अबव 76% परसेंटेज. तो वो 76 और उस 95 को इक्वेट कर देंगे. सो इफ यू गॉट अ 76 इन यूपी बोर्ड देन and your competitor has got a 95 in CBSE board, given the fact that both of you on the 90th percentile, तुम दोनों का सेम मार्क्स मिलेगा. सो अकॉर्डिंगली तुम्हारा मार्क्स एडजस्ट होगा. And how do they identify the 90th percentile? They don't have the whole database of the board. So what they do is the database of 10th and 12th scores of all CAT applicants of the past 2 years is used for identifying 90th percentile. So if I am applying from UP board, I have taken UP board and I am applying with my 10-12 scores of UP board. तो क्या करेंगे, यूपी बोर्ड के जितने लोगों ने अप्लाई किया लास्ट दो साल में, उनका सपोज उनके पास 20,000 लोग ने अप्लाई किया लास्ट 2 साल में कैट के लिए यूपी बोर्ड से, तो उन 20,000 लोग का एकेडमिक परफॉर्मेंस देखेंगे, उसका 90th परसेंटाइल निकालेंगे और उससे कंपेयर करेंगे. तो थोड़ा सा स्क्यूड रहेगा टुवर्ड्स लिटिल बिट हायर देन व्हाट योर बोर्ड विल हैव, बट दैट विल बी ट्रू फॉर ऑल दिस थिंग बिकॉज द बेटर स्टूडेंट नॉर्मली गो फॉर कैट. राइट. सो ये एडजस्टेड स्कोर्स कैलकुलेट होगा. राइट. एंड देन so this will calculate adjusted score for 10th and 12th. And then work experience का formula है 8x by 36, where x is the number of months of work experience. So if you have 0 months of work experience, you will get 0 marks. If you got 36 months of work experience, you will get 8 points. And if you got more than 36 months of work experience, you will still get 8 points. राइट. सो दिस इज अनलाइक आई एम कैलकाटा जो 36 के बाद द नंबर ऑफ पॉइंट्स यू गेट फॉर वर्क एक्सपीरियंस वो रिड्यूस करता है. ठीक है. सो ये तो जनरल इन्फॉर्मेशन. उसके बाद तो दिस इज द वेटेज देन फॉर आई एम बैंगलोर. कैट का 40% वेटेज, 10th बोर्ड का 20% वेटेज, 12th बोर्ड का 10% वेटेज, बैचलर्स का 20, जेंडर डाइवर्सिटी 2 एंड वर्क एक्सपीरियंस 8. एंड जो 40 का कैट का आता है उसमें दैट्स अनदर इंटरेस्टिंग पॉइंट. 14 in verbal, 16 in DILR and 10 in quants. So this is another interesting point to note here. So this is the weightage for CAT for IIM Bangalore. And this is broken into 14, 16 and 10. So this 40 followed by 20 for 10th board, 10 for 12th board, 20 for graduation score, and 8 for work experience and 2 for gender diversity. This is the weightage at IIM Bangalore for your shortlisting. Right? IIM Ahmedabad, on the other hand, has a slightly different criteria. First of all, उनका भी first list ये रहता है. You have to score, depending on your category, you have to score your percentile above 70, 70, 70 in all the 3 sections. So थोड़ा lower है percentile requirement यहाँ पे. And overall percentile 80 plus होना चाहिए. Then they'll consider you. Right? And then rating scores for 10th standard exam. यहाँ पे इन्होंने क्या किया है कि they have given, इन्होंने उस तरह से नहीं किया कि which course you belong to or which university or which board you have done it from. एंड एक एप्लीकेशन रेटिंग स्कोर बनाते हैं और उसमें A प्लस बी प्लस सी प्लस डी करते हैं लोग. क्या है A प्लस बी प्लस सी प्लस डी? A तुम्हारा 10th स्टैंडर्ड का स्कोर है, तो अकॉर्डिंग टू योर परसेंटेज इन 10th यू कैन कैलकुलेट हाउ मेनी मार्क्स यू गेट. और ये IIM अहमदाबाद सिलेक्शन क्राइटेरिया करोगे तो ये फाइल खुल जाएगा. B इज योर 12th स्टैंडर्ड स्कोर एंड डिपेंडिंग ऑन योर परसेंटेज इन 12th, साइंस स्ट्रीम अगर है तो कितना परसेंटेज है, कॉमर्स स्ट्रीम है तो कितना परसेंट है. सो डिपेंडिंग ऑन योर परसेंटेज, आर्ट्स ह्यूमैनिटीज की स्ट्रीम है तो कितना परसेंटेज है. So depending on your percentage, you will get marks given to you out of 10 on the 12th standard exam. Third rating score is your 10th, 12th is your graduation score. तो graduation depending on what graduation you have done, इन्होंने अलग अलग कैटेगरी बनाया हुआ है. उस ग्रेजुएशन के अनुसार इस कैटेगरी में 60-70% प्लस में 10 मार्क्स मिलता है. AC1 में, AC2 में 63 प्लस पे 10 मार्क्स मिलता है, AC3 में 80 प्लस पे 10 मार्क्स मिलता है एंड सो ऑन. क्या AC1, AC2, AC3 विल लुक एट लेटर. AC4, 6 में 85 के ऊपर मिलता है, तो AC I'll just show that to you. And then work experience is between 0 marks to 5 marks, and it keeps increasing as you go from 12 months. Less than 12 months 0 देते हैं वर्क एक्सपीरियंस को, 36 के ऊपर 5 देते हैं और 36 तक ये फॉर्मूला यूज होता है. तो A प्लस बी प्लस सी प्लस डी तुम्हारा एप्लीकेशन रेटिंग स्कोर है, लेकिन इसमें एक कैच रहता है. एक कैच ये रहता है इसमें कि योर 10th एंड 12th का एक मिनिमम कट ऑफ क्राइटेरिया होता है इसमें. And the 10-12 minimum criteria is that standard. So it depends on what stream you have got in your 12th standard. So 10th plus 12th का minimum criteria, if you are general candidate, has to be 80% overall. तुम्हारा अगर 80% overall नहीं है और तुम science stream से आ रहे हो, तो in 10th plus 12th, तो you will not get even if you do well on the application rating score, you will not get this thing. You will not get selected. You got a 79.8% in 10th, so this is quite harsh because a lot of people who have not got 80% plus. So अगर improvement exam दे के बढ़ा सकते हो तो बढ़ा लो, अगर कम है, थोड़ा बहुत कम है तो. That you can try to do, but otherwise, if you are below 80, you won't have a chance there. And the last is I'm Calcutta. I'm Calcutta का जो policy है selection का, वो थोड़ा simpler है. Again, उनका भी first point ये रहता है कि if you belong to whatever category you belong to, you will have to have these percentiles in the sections. So quantitative QA में 75 percentile plus होना चाहिए, DILR में 80 plus, and verbal में 80 plus. उसके नीचे रहेगा तो will not look at you. And then shortlisting for PI is based on this: 56, 10, 15, 15, and 4. So IIM Calcutta is 56 on CAT, 10 on class 10th, 15th on class 12th, and 15 on graduation, and 4 on gender diversity. So this is how 100 is created. And then you have how many marks will get you how many points. So for 10th standard, if you got more than 80%, you'll get all 10 points. If you got between 85 to 75 to 80, you'll get 8 points. For 12th standard, if you got above 80, you'll get 15 points. If you got between 75 to 80, you'll get 12 points. So you can see this is less stringent. Academically, the stringency is less. Even if somebody's got a 70-75 here and a 70-75 here, तो तुम्हारे पास you're losing 4 marks here and you're losing 6 marks there. तो 10 marks तुम lose कर रहे हो. But you can make up that from graduation. Graduation में 60% plus score कर रहे हो. You'll get all the 15 points, etc. So you can make up and get some. And of course, 56 marks on CAT is also there for you at this point. Right? So this is the breakup. And please understand one more thing. In this, in IIM Calcutta, there is no work experience marks in this 100. There is no work experience marks in IIM Calcutta. So that's another important factor that you need to understand. So I mean, as I said, focus on what is the controllable. Suppose I am Ahmedabad में तुम 80% नहीं लाए हो 10, 12 में, it's out for you. So you can still get to Ahmedabad with one of the other courses. You can try to do the MBA executive after a few years. तो ऐसा नहीं कि Ahmedabad shut its door for you forever. They would have shut its door, or you can even try the agriculture ABM program, etc. from Ahmedabad, right? So before I end, the other promotions, CAT 22 batches have started at an academy. Plus, aspire for CAT 22, 1 lakh CAT 22 with these teachers. And this is the current fees being offered. Maximize your CAT and other MBA entrance tests. With this, there's a 6-month Iconic subscription which has got launched, and there's a limited period offer where a 67,000 fee on the 2-year Iconic subscription is down to 59,999, and 18-month plus subscription is 28,550. And this is the promo code Sharma Cat Life, which you can use for enrolling for any of these courses. So last but not the least, then the question, the EcoDot question, right? Be very excited about this and try to answer this question on your own first. And as I said, the details are in the description. This is the basic giveaway. You get an Amazon EcoDot. How to participate in one? Correctly answer the question and asked at the end of the session. User with the most correct answers on the eligible YouTube session wins. And check description for more details. So this is the question for you. For how many integers n will the inequality? This should be this looks like n minus 5, n minus 10, minus 3 times n minus 2 less than 0, but this is actually less than equal to 0. This should be less than equal to 0. This is your question. For how many integers n will the inequality for how many integers n will the inequality n minus 5, n minus 10, minus 3 times n minus 2 less than equal to 0 be satisfied? What is the number of integers on which this will be satisfied? This is your question. You have to give the answer to this, and this will be part of the challenge questions that will be there for the Amazon Echo Dot. And all the best to you. Thank you so much. I'll wind up now. Bye bye for now.